Good Friday evening, everybody. It is September 1st, 2023, here at PreciseAlgorithmTrading.com. And let's get into the markets and do a weekly wrap up. And also, there is there's no stock trading on Monday for the Labor Day holiday. And automated trading systems, I believe the futures will still move, and it's kind of like a crapshoot of whether you actually want to play that or not. Um, I tend to turn them on and let them go for what it's worth. So that's not a recommendation. I think it's a crapshoot. So, but I am consistent, and I do believe in consistency. So, anyways, the S&P today up a little bit. There was some pretty decent movement early on, and then it faded in the end of the day, or maybe the middle of the day. You'd have to actually. Well, there it is, right over here. Um, Popped up at the beginning of the day and faded in the first hour. Looks like. So at least on the S&P. So we're expecting a little bit of a pullback or sideways move after this recent bounce. So let's look at the Dow. Similar thing. Really mostly sideways. Ended up being up 115 points, which 115 points isn't that big of a move these days. It's a third of a percent. Used to be a big deal, and now that the Dow is up at around 34, 35,000, you just got to get used to the bigger numbers. So that's USO. Let's look at where the heck is it? There you go. The Russell. Um, that's let's keep an eye on these September tags up here in the middle of the chart. Um, most of the time in September, September is a rough month for the markets. I think it's September and October. I've heard it. I believe it's the October surprise, but you just follow the charts. It really doesn't. None of that matters except for history repeating itself, and a lot of times that's the type of thing that happens in the market. So just be aware. But really, with all of our functions and stuff that are going on here, being able to see price action along with these indicators, um, you can basically protect yourself. So, all right, well, this is the Nasdaq, and it's real similar too. So, I mean, a little bit higher move, and then a little bit more of a pullback. Really, is what it looks like. And oil bounced pretty good today. I'm a little irritated I'm not in this move, but I would rather be out wishing I was in rather than in wishing I was out, which is an old saying I've heard in the markets. So, um, I just missed this one for now. Not to say it can't still pull back and I still could get in, but it is running away from these Harvard lines. I mean, take a look at that. So, and let's look at the transports. Similar to the Dow. Um, yeah, really pretty bullish looking. I read something this week, and it's basically somebody else making stock predictions and or recommendations or whatever you want to call those things, and they said their last line was "Don't be short." Yeah, don't be short. So basically, look for anything to be long, and that follows a lot of what we're seeing as well. So, um, all right, flipping down to stockcharts.com. Let's go to the bullish percent indexes. Buzz through these real quick. No change for the Dow. Up 1.48% for the NYA. The transports didn't move. The NASDAQ up 1.31%. The SPX up 1.05%, and we're sitting at 57.8. It's 56, 58, 60. I think we got to break 62 for this thing to flip up to a new column of X's. So that's what we're watching for, and I don't see it happening real quickly here. The OEX, we'll watch the OEX first, which is at 57. And it also has to break 62. So that one, I would say that one will go first, unless they just both break out in a big way. Up 1.79% today. The NDX is the NASDAQ 100. Tacked on a new green X today and marks a new month. So, yeah, that's that. And then finally, let's look at our automated trading systems. So, I went ahead. Yeah, I'm extending these for the weekly review. This is still just the one that we look at every night on the Dow, and we've got a relatively nice move here recently. The latest trades, this is 9-1 right here. So in the Dow, we made more money than we lost today, and looks like only 3 trades, which is cool. The NASDAQ, on the other hand, I'm sorry, this is the longer term chart that I was talking about. Now I extended it out to about 15 months. Just the more data the better. And you can see this dip that we had over here is similar to the dip we had 15 months ago or 14 months ago. So this is a cyclical thing, and we got new green dots, and it's all good. This is our equity, by the way, in case people aren't following along. The Russell didn't do anything today. We've had a little bit of a bounce the last couple days, and there is no trade today. The last one was yesterday. This one trades a whole lot less than the other two, and as of right now, it's really not doing anything for me. We're having this pretty decent pullback over here, but again, it doesn't trade very often, and in the long run, it's still fine. It's just a little tough to take some days when it's been doing this chopping down. So, and then the NASDAQ, which is here, and this one's from the same that we look at every night. Little pullback today. I mean, little in the scheme of things. It's still, it's no fun to. Our trades today are these, and oops, let's do that again. Those trades. So we made a little bit of money in the Dow, and then we lost. This thing went from literally where it closed 97,000 yesterday down to 91. So it's down 6,000, which is a big deal. But it's not that big a deal, because in the scheme of things, you look at this, and we've got new green dots recently. We're having a little pullback right there, and in the long run, it is just fine. So, and again, I think that's 15 months worth of data or thereabouts from May until now, May of last year until now. So with that, I hope everybody has a great Labor Day weekend. Take some time with your families, take some time to take a breather, and I'm going to do that myself, take my own advice. So take care, guys. Good trading, and have a great weekend.